Hey everyone, Brian Weedeye here, aka Pasta Padre, here with Rich Grisham, aka Richard Grisham. Rich, yes, Rich, we are playing Madden. I am delirious because I've been playing Madden for like 6 hours straight. You, Rich, are playing it for the first time.
First time. I'm excited. This is fun. You only get to play the brand new Madden for the first time once, and this is it, live or
I'm
sort of
going,
live anyway.
yeah, I'm going to make this a miserable experience for you.
That's probably true. Now let's be clear here. I'm play Madden a lot. I haven't played Madden 16, but I've especially the last few years because of our Press Pro League. I've played Madden at least twice a week, almost every week, except
Yeah.
when I've been on vacation for the last couple of years. So it's not like I'm just like, hey, what's this? What's going on? Or at least I don't expect it to be.
There's always the adjustment though,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I definitely think really the first thing I notice every year is my running ability. The run game is behind the pass game. And that continued again today. I've not really been able to run the ball very well, but I've been able to move the ball in the air. And we'll be talking about all the new features and everything and how well we think it's balanced and what may be still neglected in the gameplay. But we're just going to play a game, Rich, and see what happens, see what comes
Yeah.
up as we're playing. So
Well, what's also interesting is not only is this a new Madden, but this is a very new Eagles team for me, right?
Yes.
New quarterback, new running back, new receivers. I mean, this is a whole new thing. So,
also 2-point conversions, which you'll be doing plenty of, I'm sure.
no, you'll be doing plenty of,
I
I'm
might.
sure.
I might do that just to irritate you, actually.
And I'll just say this now. Granted, you know me. I'm a huge NFL fan, and I show up on the first Sunday of the regular season. But I ignore pretty much as much of the off-season stuff as possible, just because I'm all about the games themselves. The 50-yard line, I've noticed. I don't watch a lot of preseason football, but I've noticed the 50-yard line in every stadium I've watched is now yellow.
And
Where
now
the numbers are. Is that a thing?
The NFL logo also, and that's gold, Rich. It's not yellow, it's gold, although
Okay.
it does not really look very gold. But yes, that is to commemorate the 50th Super Bowl.
Ah, good to know.
That's part
Well,
of that
they got
whole-
that in here. So
Yeah,
that's
it's the gold. It's the gold year.
Now, I have played the intro sequence, which we'll talk about in a different segment, by the way. So, like, I have at least dabbled in Madden 16, but that is it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we played a test 1 quarter. So, technically, I've also played a quarter, but this is my first full-length game here. Oh, get
wow.
with the
There was
sack.
Wow. I there was some input lag
Was
there.
was
I need
that?
to adjust my depth chart. You can look at yours if you like.
Nah, just play the game.
Oh, Rich, you don't even know
Whoever's
who these
there.
guys are.
Don't care.
Of course you don't.
Hey, I'm pretty impressed with myself that I made it this far in our fantasy Madden draft, which
Yeah.
we have to. That I can't
That's
wait.
all
to see
about.
what the team looks like.
That's
Can't
all
wait.
about it. Yeah. We're
That's
having a lot of
exciting.
fun with that.
That is exciting. All right, 3rd and 12. Early on here, what's he gonna do?
Great thing about the Madden this year is you can take a deep shot in a 3rd and long, and there's some risk involved, but you can actually pull off a big play that way.
Oh, almost got me off sides there.
I'm trying. That's one of the Xbox One things is the
Yeah, we are playing this on Xbox One on early access. Oh, interesting. All right.
there's going to be some inaccurate passes. I've seen a ton of them already, which is great because they said it was going to be in Madden 15, and there really were very few inaccurate passes.
I think great is a relative term.
Well, we'll be discussing penalties too. And I've had
not
some-
penalties. Just
Well, I know.
inaccuracies.
I know, but inaccurate passes I think are a very good thing. Same with
If
penalties.
you are an inaccurate passer, I suppose. If you are an accurate
True.
passer, it's not quite as good of a thing.
True. It also depends though on are your feet set?
Yeah.
So over the years there hasn't been
So,
that much of a
Yeah.
downside.
So here's Bradford and Bryant,
Oh,
two
jeez.
brand new guys to me. Never played, never checked those guys. Or excuse me, Murray.
Yeah.
DeMarco Murray. That's interesting. Is he already hurt? Did I see that?
I don't
See,
think
this is
so,
why I don't.
Rich.
This is why I don't pay attention to.
LaShawn McCoy is hurt.
I know he's hurt.
Yeah.
got the bad hammy. That's the worst kind of thing you want to see at the start of training camp. Those things last seasons.
Yeah.
All right, a little first down. I'll take that. This year, the play call menu is the same as last year, and I think that's great because last year was a big difference between many years before that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually a fan of the play calling menu, so I'm glad that's the same. I don't know how you feel.
It's good to keep some continuity in that kind of thing.
All right, so I just threw the.
Oh, Sherman!
I just threw the mid, whatever that double tap X pass is, which I think is a new thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I threw that pass right there, and that was wildly inaccurate right into the arms of Sherman. So there's your inaccuracy for you there.
And you should have been.
It's
What are you
already
doing? Sam Bradford can't move. He's had too many knee surgeries.
I've never seen Sam Bradford play football, so I would not know that.
Yeah, he's a statue now.
I will see Sam Bradford play a lot of football soon, I hope. There's a sack.
Jeez, I can't get the ball out. A little bit of lag here.
Nicely done. There's my man. Connor Barwin.
So far, some ugly play from us. So
yeah, very poor play.
That's kind of the way it goes. The first day, you have Madden. It's par for the course, really.
Well, you would expect poor play against that awesome. Oh, that was an interesting
a great catch.
Interaction right there. It looked like my dude was holding him.
It should have been a penalty. He wasn't looking for the ball.
There's face guarding and holding both going on there, I think.
I've seen a couple defensive holdings. I've seen one pass interference so far.
Oh, if I got a defensive holding on a big third down,
you'll love this, Rich, because you haven't read my Twitter feed.
No, I haven't.
I intercepted a pass, and it got turned around because of a defensive holding. Oh, my God.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not fun, Brian Weed.
I thought it was fantastic. I went into the replay and looked, and a questionable call, but I could see the flag being thrown on that. And then the main problem was that that bug is still in the game where the ref refers to the offense as the team that just got the turnover. So they were holding offense, and I breathed a sigh of relief. I was like, okay, it was on them. So, and then I see my guys distraught. And I come to find out that it's been called on me.
What camera are you going to, by the way? Are you tapping one out to see,
that's
the wide receivers?
Yeah, that's my usual. I change it play to play though. On like a short yardage run, I might zoom all the way in.
Interesting.
On a screen pass, I zoom all the way out. That kind of thing.
Really stacking the box.
Yep.
Not sure what I'm supposed to do here.
Not that. Nope, not that.
Oh boy. Some really ugly play here.
Sam Bradford has some demonic looking eyes. I don't know. I just noticed that.
Yeah, I can honestly say I've never watched him play because he's played for the Rams, and I never watched the Rams. And
not a college football guy?
I love college football.
Didn't watch him at Oklahoma?
No, I guess not, because I don't remember. Come on, break the tackle.
You're not going to break Bobby Wagner's tackle. He's like 98 tackle, Rich. Get real.
Well,
that's why Z Farles drafted him number 18 or 19 in our draft.
Yeah.
But I went with Luke Kuechly, number 12, who's even better tackler. I think he's a 99.
Not a good punt there.
I didn't have a good punt either. It's online related. Tyler Lockett.
All right, D, got to come up big again.
All right. I'm forgetting that I have Jimmy Graham. I should remember that.
He's good, right?
Oh, he's very good, Rich.
He's the tight end that came over from the Saints, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tough running inside.
Not much room. I'm telling you, that's always the first thing I notice is I struggle running on the first day I have a Madden.
I mean, with the offensive line that I put together in our press row league, I just rolled up yards with LaShawn McCoy for years. 1,500 to 2,000 yards a season were regular numbers.
Yeah, well, you built You built an offensive line dominated team.
That's why I did it, because I've seen what it means. I mean, any game, any team with a very high-rated offensive line in last year's game, I don't know about this year's game, if you have a dominant offensive line, you can just control the line of scrimmage. And when push comes to shove, you're like, you know what, fine, I'm down by 3, or I'm down by 7, or it's tied. I'll just pound the ball inside, and that would usually work when you needed it to. It'd be interesting to see if that's the case in this game, because I kind of was drafting for last year's game because that's all I know.
Yeah.
It is quite an offensive line, though, Brian Relay. Oh, boy.
Tried to go for that with one hand.
I mean, I'm not trying to sound like I'm just reading the marketing material on this, because I'm not, but I would say it no matter what. But they're talking about how the wide receiver cornerback interactions are better this year, and it's true. I mean, I've already seen
no doubt
new interesting interactions when they're passing. I really like that.
It's so much more fun because you have a chance if you play the ball right, whether you're on offense or defense, to make a play.
Well, that
hasn't been the case.
Just wanting to make a play. I don't want to. I've never wanted to. Not never, but not for years have I wanted to take control of the receiver until they get the ball. You know what I mean? Never. So that's interesting. I like that.
And from what I've seen, it's really well balanced. There's defenders who play the ball real well. You'll see a lot of pass breakups.
Would have broken an ankle right there.
Yeah. And there are receivers who will go up and make a spectacular catch, but it's not happening every time. And the deep ball accuracy of the quarterback, very important. I had Derek Carr, I was playing as the Raiders earlier, and I was throwing some deep passes, and several were offline by about 10 yards. I mean, not even in the vicinity of my receiver.
Oh, what am I doing?
That was a nice dive.
That was not intentional. Not intentional.
We need to do something interesting for people who are watching, Rich, because so far this has not been that interesting.
Come on. It's interesting. I'm about to go on a nice drive and have a touchdown.
Oh, you are not.
That's interesting.
So there definitely is a slight delay in playing online. I've noticed it immediately. But it's consistent. It's not like laggy and not responding to button presses. It's just have trouble like getting the ball out from the quarterback.
Just got to make the adjustment.
Yep. Yeah, day one. That's the way things go.
You have a fearsome defense there, sir.
Thank you. I know.
That was an interesting hit there. Murray bounced off it.
Yep.
Might have had a shot for a little more, but
there's a lot of good
tackling.
There's a lot of good gang tackling. And Cam Chancellor looks.
I'm telling you, I really like the fact that it's the same play calling. I'm glad they didn't make a change for change's sake.
There we go. Stuck his arm in there. It's a nice pass breakup. You're seeing a lot more of that. Instead of hitting guys in the hands, they're just breaking the ball up. It looks so much better. So as opposed to, how it was, Rich, in our league, in our email threads, everybody, including myself, would complain, oh, he dropped a pass that was in his hands that would have changed the game,
Right.
And we're not seeing that so much. We're seeing realistic outcomes.
It's funny as you say that. I just wonder, is it the same underlying engine and they just sort of improved that, or is it actually happening organically? You know what I mean? Where they're like, okay, well, we've determined that this pass is not going to get caught. Instead of having it hit him in the hands and he dropped it, now we're going to have the breakup. Or if the player didn't make the actual play, maybe the ball would be caught. It's interesting. I mean, I don't, I talk like I know how these games are truly developed, and I don't, but it definitely looks a lot better.
Oh, no!
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was
They'll
good.
pop it up into the air.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
That was very interesting.
Yeah, they'll do that.
Is that your guy there?
Yeah, that was Jimmy Graham. Almost pulled it in. But that's what I'm saying is you can't just keep tossing up to the guy, and it's not like they're going to pull it down every time.
Yeah, that was Maxwell. No, I mean you're the former Seahawk, who's the new Eagle. Wow, some really bad passing so far.
Not great on the ground either.
3rd and 5. Big play here. I have a feeling a little momentum All changes.
Trying to build it up. See what can happen here.
Russell Wilson has the legs.
Get there. Jimmy Graham.
I was close.
Yeah.
I was close.
Good coverage, but he's pretty good.
Yeah. Connor Barwin. It's hard to cover Jimmy Graham.
Yeah.
First down at the 37.
Oh, wow. They both went for that.
Yeah. I thought Kyle Kendricks was going to get that. Or Michael Kendricks. It's Kyle. Phillies pitcher.
Oh, yeah.
All right, come on, boys. Long ago, Phillies pitcher. Come on, boys. Let's get a turnover here. There it is.
Jeez.
Nice.
He will not release
Sack.
the ball. That was pressed way early. He even went through his whole throwing motion. Not happy with that.
I don't blame you.
Went through his whole throwing motion and didn't release the ball. All right. Whatever. 3rd and long. We can make something happen.
Right at the 47-yard line. Wilson's back in shotgun formation.
Come on, Doug.
Launches it down the field.
Oh, no!
Hit the ball, and I picked it off.
The deflection, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right.
That's pretty-
Field position, too.
Pretty neat. Off the
I
deflection.
agree.
There's still risk, but it's so much more dynamic.
I've never seen a play quite like that in Madden, I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, I hit play the ball. I don't know if you hit anything.
You can hit play man or play the ball.
No, I mean, I don't know what you did.
I was going for an aggressive catch, yeah.
Okay, so there you go. So I did play the ball, you're doing aggressive catch. And last year, I would never choose the cornerback. I would let him just do his thing. So it's interesting that, it seems like that. Oh, wide open.
Oh! Poor pass.
What happened there? I thought he was 10 yards wide open. I thought you, blew the play.
The pass was way too flat. The guy came
It
from
was a
underneath.
bullet pass.
Yeah.
All right, Sam Bradford, make something happen here, man.
Or are you running? Are you saying that because you're running, Rich?
Well, actually, no. I was saying it because Bradford was. I had the open slot. I just ran into my blocker.
It's tough. That's
Terrible.
It's an online thing, It's
Terrible play.
I'm still getting used to the delay.
All right. I'm going for it.
Oh, really?
Just so you know. Yeah, it's too far for a field goal. I don't want to
54.
punt.
Yeah.
This is not a cheese thing. This is
It's cheese. Face it, Rich. You know it. I know it. Just admit it.
All right. All right, Sam Bradford. If that is your real name. He was
way
open.
Offline. Way offline.
It's open.
Yeah. 2 for 8, 6 yards, Rich, and I'm not.
He was
much
open.
better. Yeah.
I mean, he was open. I wasn't running with Bradford. That was a good play. I'm not saying I did anything well, but I certainly didn't make any mistake to where he should have thrown the ball 5 yards off target. Oh, well. Get over it.
There we go. Oh, come on. That was
would
right in
have
his
been
hands.
a great play.
That was good, though. I can live with that, I can live with these things. I don't feel ripped off by it,
Hey, early visuals are very impressive, at least, like I said, on those interactions, very impressive. Oh.
Jeez, there's just no responsiveness online right now. I could not move. I was trying to get out of the pocket.
All right. Trying to screen. Come on, guys. You got him. There we go. All right. I'm going to try something.
Man, so many of my games were much more entertaining than this one. I played the Draft Champions and won on it was like a 60-yard pass with under a minute left, catch and run.
Right.
Really
Maybe you
good.
lead with that one.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
But it's fine. This feels like, other than the input lag right now, this feels like a fair match.
Yeah.
We're seeing some dynamic stuff.
Yeah, two good defenses, and there's good
That's
players
true.
on both sides of the ball. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing with Bradford, but I should at least be able to get a first down.
Go to Tebow. Go to Tebow.
He's not even on the team, is he?
Yeah, it should be.
All right, that might be his first completion, right?
He's 3 for 9, 14
Oh.
yards.
Feels like his first completion.
Yeah.
So right into the hurry-up offense they go into this 2-minute situation.
Ooh.
And there's a sack.
See if I can get the ball back.
Miserable offensive performance.
Pretty ugly. Pretty
I
ugly.
mean, talking about me, you moved the ball a little bit, not me.
Little
not
bit.
at all.
Incomplete.
All right. No, I got it.
No, Sherman
Got
came
it.
in and knocked it out.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, I called a timeout because I thought he had the ball.
Oh, no.
From my angle, I did not see the ball.
It was tough to see the ball come out. Sherman came in late, hit him, and it fell out the other side of him, so on the way down.
I would not have called a timeout.
He's going to try and return this one.
Luckily, it won't matter. Oh,
Okay,
how is there a
sweet.
second? That was the longest
Perfect.
second of all time.
Perfect. Now we can test out a Hail Mary. Awesome. This is going to be great. This is going to be great.
Well, we're sitting here. When are they going to change what they're doing?
What a slobber knocker of a first half so far. I tell you.
So do something different on the offensive side and take advantage of two very average defenses.
Play ball.
Oh! Tyler Lockett comes through on the Hail Mary.
Unbelievable.
Oh!
All because I called a timeout by mistake because I thought I caught the ball.
Well, it was incomplete either way, Rich. It would have been.
But, oh, yeah, that's right.
By the way, I'm
Good
going
point.
for it.
Have a little fun with you every once in a while.
Oh, God.
I'm so irritated.
Is this would not happen, right?
What do you mean?
In a game, like in a real.
In this situation, no.
Right. Okay.
In
So
at the end
you're
of
going
half,
cheese.
up 6. Yeah,
You're
sure,
going
why not?
cheese. All right.
Whatever.
So you're clear.
Whatever.
Got a flag.
Okay,
Why is
that's
there
an
a flag?
issue I've seen already. Decline it, and it goes to halftime. What? Oh, if you decline that, it goes to halftime. All right.
That's weird.
Okay, well, now I got it at the 1 yard. By the way, I've noticed that a few times in goal line situations where a defensive guy just runs into the offensive line.
Really?
And that's happened multiple times now.
Okay.
So that's an issue.
Bug. Yep.
Look at all those Seahawks fans in your crowd, Rich. They've taken over.
That would never happen.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
That's what you should have done in the Super Bowl last year, and you still got stuffed.
Yep.
All right. Here we go, Eagles. A crazy end of the two.
We said we wanted something exciting, Rich.
Well, we got that.
There was like nobody even went on your team even tried to contest that ball. Lockett it just dropped right into him.
I hit play ball.
That wasn't even thrown to Lockett, by the way. That was tried to toss it to Curse, but I guess they were all going to the same spot. Doesn't matter.
All right. Come on, boys.
Let's be
do
realistic, Rich. You're not going to score a touchdown.
something.
I can go for all the 2-point conversions I want.
It's quite a defense you have there.
Yeah, it's not really fair for you to have to face that the first time.
Second and short following the run.
All right.
Bradford's lined up. Two tight ends set. Bradford's going to take the snap from the shotgun.
Oh, he was wide open. Couldn't get it to him.
Yeah, that's probably.
I hit the button, but
Yep.
like you said, just the input lag. Got to throw it faster.
Hey, these corners can blitz. Good disguise.
Bradford, you stink. At least under my control, you do. Hopefully, our season
Hopefully
debut.
for you,
is
it's
better.
yeah. Hopefully you, it's just a video game thing right now.
Yes. All right, what in the world am I doing? Okay.
Bradford standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
Short.
That's got to be a first down.
Met after a gain of 8.
Oh, you got
Yep. All right, that might be my first down.
it.
I'm
Jeez.
serious.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if it were. 4 of 11. Wait.
First and 10. The reception is made by Murray.
Oh, you're lucky you got under
X. Yeah.
that. Cam was coming for you.
I need to start using the passing controls a little more. You know what I mean? I don't use the left bumper or the left trigger at all. You know, the low pass and the high pass.
The Seahawks defense now.
Yeah. I don't think I have either. I'm just passing the same way I used to, leading the receiver,
Right.
or floating it, or bullet pass. I mean, that's all the same.
They better hurry to get the snap. Bradford's going to take it from the gun.
Ugh.
There we go. That's user. That's a
there's-
user pick, Dill.
He was open. I threw it, and that was that. Man,
That was too strong.
that's tough.
You got to.
Yeah, I don't know.
You
Yeah,
got to drop that over the top.
He was open when I threw the ball. He was
Yeah.
here. So
You got to
But-
drop that one, Rich. You got to loft it.
On the play.
Push up on the stick while you're throwing.
obviously, I had to do something different than what I just did.
Snap at the 31.
Oh, the first nice run of the day. There we go.
Graham's going to make the tackle.
I'm not enjoying this game at all. I have serious issues with how it calculates scores. The score right now is not good.
You weren't complaining when I failed on the 2-point conversion.
Oh man, on a Hail Mary,
Yeah.
amazing.
To the side.
There we go, Doug.
Nice catch.
There we go.
That was a very nice catch.
Now you can see the rhythm is starting to appear.
Yeah, I know. I knew it would happen.
All you need, it just takes like 1 or 2 plays.
But I haven't gotten those plays.
Yeah.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. The give.
Wow, nothing there.
Graham's the one who made the big stop.
All right, that's what we needed.
They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
The Eagles and Seahawks don't play this year, do they?
Actually, I think
So-
I think they do. I think it's Seattle
Really?
in Philadelphia later this season. I'm pretty sure the Seahawks play the NFC East.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, we played last year, right?
Was that because of? That was because of division winners, right? We had both won the division the previous
Beat
year.
us pretty badly, I believe, too.
Of course.
Yeah.
Wow,
The
those
Eagles.
that's quite the hair they put on Luke Wilson.
The Eagles are such a joke. Ugh.
Rich, you're so negative.
I'm not negative. I love them. They're just bad every year, one way or the other.
Look at this drive. Things are starting to come together.
Things are definitely starting to fall apart. There's so much different about the Eagles this year. It's interesting to play as them. I wish I was better with Bradford. Got to figure out what he does, how to maximize his skills.
Yeah. Basically, to do that, you stand in the pocket, Rich, and throw short to intermediate passes. that's
Kind of what I've been doing. It hasn't
Yeah.
worked out so well.
No, it has not.
Russell Wilson will take it from the gun.
There we go. There's Jimmy Graham. I'm going for 2 again. I got to get my point back.
I'll take it.
One thing I'm not a fan of at all, and you see it mostly in connected franchises, the pop-up stat stuff. It's irritating, and the drive goals, they get in the way of what you're trying to look at. Like if you're playing on the defensive camera,
Mm-hmm.
if you're playing like player lock on defense,
Mm-hmm.
it will cover up the opposing quarterback. The stupid drive goal that comes up, and they're pointless. It's like score a passing touchdown to gain your XP. Like, no, really, it's a good thing for me to get a passing touchdown. Thanks for the help. Did that happen to you again, or was that on me?
That was you.
Delay game. Wow, I'm talking too much here. Okay, well, now I have to kick it.
I should have declined it. Darn it.
Oh yeah, you could have done that.
I didn't think to do that.
The Seahawks lined up now for the point after.
Turns into a 37-yarder.
Yep.
But of course, this is Madden, so there's absolutely zero difficulty.
Well, I think there shouldn't be, because the 32 kickers in the NFL now are so much better.
Here's the problem,
than
Rich.
what
If we're
they do.
talking statistics, that range, the 32 to mid-30s, kickers make about 91% of the time. That's still
Right.
9 out of 10 is a big difference than 10 out of 10. Because
Okay.
there's a chance. And that's why the whole two-point conversion thing comes up, because teams convert two-point conversions at something like 48%.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you run two-point conversions, you have a better chance of getting you're earning on average more points. It's inconsequential in most games, but
What?
by the numbers, you're better off going for 2.
So if you're an analytics guy, you go for 2 every time, no matter what.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why everybody shoots 3s in the NBA now, too,
Mhm.
right? It's just like, okay, pure volume,
One more snap, and that'll end
and it makes sense.
hmm Now there is one factor we have to consider that isn't in play in those numbers that I cited, and that's the chance that the defense scores. Because now the defense can score. So if you go for 2
Yes.
and you pick off a pass or pick up a fumble and run it back for a
Right.
score, that's 2 points for the other team. So you're giving up your extra point plus 2 points. It's basically a field goal swing. But that's going to be so rare that I wonder how that's going to factor in at all. Look at that. I jumped up and swatted that. I put my paw
He
up.
was open. He was
I know, that's
wide
why.
open.
I put my paw up, Rich. Bobby Wagner got his paw up there. Deflected your pass. Are you
I gotta
bunting?
go
Are
for
you going
it.
Yeah, it is kind of.
I
late
have
game.
to. I'm down by 2 scores. There's less than 6 minutes left, right?
Yep.
the Eagles
Richard Sherman looking confident.
Oh yeah. Whole Legion of Boom is.
and keep the offense on the field. The Eagles will take the snap from the 35.
Oh, Bobby Wagner.
Touchdown.
Wow.
Just terrible. I can't do anything, man. This is bad. Oof.
The tide sure turned at halftime, Rich.
I got my
Hail
work
Mary.
cut out for me.
Okay, now I am going for 2. Because 19-0 does not look like I blew you out.
It's going to be hard for the offense to come out here and do anything after that.
Rough go of it, Mr. Weedeye.
Continue its recent run here as they've scored the last 2 times they've had it, Phil.
Unpleasant. This is really not something I'm happy that anybody in the world has to see, frankly.
I kind of feel bad for him. They probably all turned it off before the good stuff started happening for me. Come on, Jimmy. Oh, did he get his feet down, though? No. He caught that one-handed, though, Rich.
He did.
Your guys shoved him out. That was a nice play. And is he injured? Or are they just focusing on him?
I think they just have a hard time getting him until everybody leaves him alone.
Yeah.
Step up and send this one down to the end zone.
That was good, though. I mean, that's another situation where I tossed it up to a guy with a high spectacular catch. He made the catch, but because of what your defensive players did,
Made right around the 20
didn't matter.
yard line.
Didn't matter. Can I score? That's the question.
Well, now you're going to really be pushing it, and you're going to throw into the teeth of my defense, which I appreciate.
Yeah, you're welcome. I've already thrown 3 picks.
Is that right?
2 or 3.
Football, so you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
And DeMarco
Ah.
comes down with it.
Boo.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Were you a
3
Foles
picks.
guy in Madden? Did you do well with him?
No.
No, or it was your
No.
rookie guy, right?
It was my Nicholas Daniel. The minute I got him, I played with him for 3 seasons.
Mhm.
He was great. He wasn't great at the start, but I just worked on him, put the XP into him, and he wound up being great. I'm in the NFC Championship. We're finishing year 4 in the NFC Championship at home. I was 15-1. Got to play tomorrow night.
All right.
Might try to. I still have a chance to win one championship before we retire Madden 15.
I hope this outing for you doesn't throw you off.
I'm sure it will. It's not good to be playing 2 different versions of Madden at the same time.
That's a good point.
They're leading. You expect the offense to pass when they throw a run in there, and you're alert and you stop it for a short gain.
Can they score?
The Eagles have it at the 39.
Ooh.
Brutal, man. Brutal. I don't like the Eagles' offensive line either. It was much better last year.
Yeah, they cut Evan Mathis, right? And something else happened. He's still a free agent. Oh, look at Chancellor coming in. Going for it?
Have to.
Oh, Rich, you're going to make the score look ridiculous now.
What? What's the difference between 26-0 and 19-0?
There's a difference. And it'll be 27-0, Rich, once I put the 2 on you.
This is not going to end well.
You're already convinced. I love it.
Oh, I know. I'm just looking at my choices.
Yeah, this is not a good situation against
This is a bad idea.
Yeah. That might be out of bounds anyway. Yeah. See, even on that, the receiver didn't even have a chance because of the accuracy.
Not enjoying my initial experience with this game.
Mm-hmm.
Put it on the back of the box.
Well, it's just because Pasta Padre put a spanking on you, Rich.
Oh, man. I have my work cut out for me. I have to learn some new tricks. It's not the defense I'm worried about. The defense played fine.
Mm-hmm.
I have no offense with the Eagles as currently constructed.
Yeah. It's going to be tougher. It's going to be tough for
It
you
is.
guys.
It is. But it's the offensive line. I'm telling you, man. It's the offensive line. They're not good. And a bad offensive line will get you killed. Everything. There is not a team that has ever won the Super Bowl that did not have a good offensive line.
Oh, fumbled it, but out of bounds.
Yeah. You know what I mean? There have been some that have been better than others, but there's not one team that's ever won a Super Bowl that didn't have a really good offensive line.
Seahawks, Rich, have had a really poor offensive line. So you're wrong.
Poor?
Oh, yes. One of the worst pass blocking units in the league.
Okay.
One of the better
right.
run blocking.
Okay, well, that's important. 49 of the 50 teams that have won the Super Bowl had good or great offensive lines.
It's a definitely.
I think if we lined them all up, you would find that to be extremely true. I mean, think about some of the great offensive line of teams that have won Super Bowl. My point is, the Eagles' offensive line is bad, and that's going to hurt them in the real world, and it's going to hurt me in this game playing as them in our league.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. And I'm not a good roster manipulation guy, so I have to overcome that weakness as well. So I'll just enlist the help of others to help me construct a roster for year 2. Take my lumps in year 1 and build for year 2. It's the old Brian Weedeye Jacksonville Jaguars plan.
That's why that was exactly my plan. Almost worked out.
You made the playoffs in what, year 2?
Yeah, and then year 3 I was a contender.
There you go.
2-point conversion, Rich!
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
You're going to turn the ball over again.
No. I'm running the ball up the middle, and we're calling this a game.
Running the ball up the middle? Rich?
Yeah.
That's cheese. Haven't you heard? That's cheese. Just try to pass. You got to pass to get better, Rich.
Still be thinking about what happened on their last possession.
All right, fine.
All right. This is what I'm talking about. Now
After
we're going to
this-
be, I'm gonna be
after
in the
this one.
30s. All right.
We could be in any situation, and we're going to go for it. It's just crazy. It's
Actually, I need to learn how to run too.
Well, yeah. Yeah. You didn't have a terrible game running, 10 for 56, but there's just no consistency for your offense.
No, no.
You couldn't stick with the run.
decided to go punt the football. I think it's quite evident there's no threshold. They're going to go for it no matter what.
Yeah, they got 3 new guys on the interior. The 2 tackles are the same, Lane Johnson and Jason Peters, but the other 3 guys are all new and not as good as the ones that they replaced.
Well, you're really in a tough spot. That is a good job.
Not as good.
Yep.
Just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it
3 broken ankles. What? Oh no, 3 broken tackles. There's a little graphic that popped up next to DeMarco Murray saying he had 3 broken tackles.
Yeah. That seems more official.
I'll be padding the stats here with Murray. At least it'll look a little better on in the numbers.
good job of the linebackers moving
He's going to fumble, though.
trying to confuse the offensive line.
Picked up a couple.
2 guys waiting for him. 13 for 77. Not
Not terrible, but those are kind of empty
Not terrible.
yards. Yeah.
Those are extremely empty yards.
Take advantage of it.
Not kind of.
Yeah.
Going to the ground game, the first play. Bradford's back in shotgun formation.
Yep. Inaccuracy.
Come
Get used to it, Rich. Get used to it. You
How
got
is
Sam
that?
Bradford.
How is that supposed to be enjoyable? I mean, really?
Rich?
He's open.
Effort to every single play.
He's planted. The quarterback is planted. Like, I'm not running.
Get a better quarterback, Rich.
Clearly. I mean,
If
this
you
is
had a top 7 or 8 quarterback, that's complete. I mean, I definitely noticed that so far today. There's a huge difference in quarterbacks, which I think is a good thing.
Seahawks got the catch and the first.
there's one at least. My goodness. 8 for 22 for 55 yards.
It's not very good.
No.
Bradford's completion percentage, 40% on
Look at you. Look at you moving the ball.
going to the hurry up. Under a minute to go here. The Eagles have it at the 34. Cooper's got the catch and the first.
Not really what I'm going for, but hey.
You'll take it
Completion
1 yard
and
at a
stop the
time.
clock. I mean,
1 yard at a time, stop the clock, Rich. That's the way you get back in this.
Yeah, that's not going to be a good strategy for anything.
The Eagles from the 32. Gets it out for the
There we go.
Eagles call the
Oh,
timeout.
I'm trying to put up a
And he score. That is the question.
Why are you trying to ruin my shutout, Rich?
Tr-
Why are you doing
Trust
this?
me, I wouldn't be surprised if your shutout remains intact here.
Why are you doing this to me?
This is a tough defense.
Look at that concentration as he makes
Uh-oh. Here we go.
and the offense will call the timeout. That is play number 10 on this drive.
Won't let me change my camera. It's weird. It's locked me into this. Oh! Bobby Wagner not having it.
Nope.
Eagles elect to take a
Oh boy, this is for pride, Brian Weedeye, right here.
What's left of it for you?
The fans are all still there. Everybody's still into it.
That's awkward. That is awkward.
They're going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
That is funny, you know.
Second and goal from the 3. Touchdown.
There we go.
Oh, well, that is... Rich, that's cheesier than a 2-point conversion. You going for 2?
No, we're not
Oh,
going
Rich!
to. There's no reason to go for 2.
Oh,
I'll at least get the full 7.
Is good.
All right.
The Seahawks are in shape.
Better than being shut out, at least.
Scoring with 5 seconds left, you feel good
And
about
hey,
yourself?
I need the practice, right? I'm glad that I did that with the team. That was the most success I've had.
Look at these guys.
That was a pretty interesting situation
What a
right
bunch
there.
of jokers. What a bunch of jokers. They're just having a good time.
So I'll take it, whatever I can get. Better to leave with a little success than to get shut out. And really, if you take away the Hail Mary,
Well,
doesn't look so bad. Ooh, tough hit. Well, Mr. Weed Eye, that was enjoyable, sort of.
has your definition of enjoyable changed, Rich, since we started this?
It's interesting, though. There's stuff that you notice. There's definitely interesting that, again, the back of the box squad, the wide receiver cornerback interaction is very intriguing. It really is.
It was much needed, and it's really
Upgrades the game. It makes a
refreshing.
difference.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
Yep.
And for the most part, I like a lot of what I'm seeing. There's some issues still, of course, but I think a lot of the stuff they worked on was important stuff, and that's really the key.
I agree. All right. Well, let's do this again soon, shall we?
Yeah, you just better bring your A game next time.
Will do.
I'll be better, though, by then, too, so it should be interesting. All right.
Yes, sir.
Everyone, take care.